Titanfall 2 multiplayer is one hell of an adrenaline boost, and while I've spent very little time with it, I'd like to at least feature what content is available to let the viewers decide if this, combined with the single player campaign, is worth their money. Just a quick reminder, you can view my review for the Titanfall 2 single player campaign on my channel, so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and give it a quick watch. Anyway, let's start out with the whole dying community thing. I started multiplayer mode this afternoon. It's a Wednesday, it's around 1 p.m. It's not exactly prime time, but there were just short of 13,000 people online, and I was able to jump into a bounty or attrition style match right away. If I wanted to play any of the other modes, it looked like there was a nice wait, but as soon as I would enter a matchmaking lobby for any of the other modes at play, I did have plenty of invite requests. The people who are playing modes outside of bounty and attrition seem to be paying good attention to the lobbies, and they are doing a good faith effort at attempting to fill up those matches as soon as they possibly can to minimize the wait. For a newcomer, this is actually a great opportunity. It's going to give you plenty of opportunities to connect with other players in the community and play match types that aren't as popular with a set group of people. The community isn't as bad off as it seems as long as you're comfortable with those two match types, bounty and attrition. And at least this is just for now. I mean, if that's what's been holding you back from purchasing Titanfall 2, at least on PlayStation 4, I can say that you're safe to take the plunge for now. And now that we've got that out of the way, Respawn Entertainment has stated from the very beginning that all gameplay-oriented DLC would be free. So let's talk about that for a moment. They didn't want to have the community divided by map packs, and decided to offer it all up as they have it ready with no out-of-pocket expense to the player. This first set of DLC just came out. It's called Angel City. You can play it right now. It includes the original Titanfall 1 map of the same name. We've got new kits for each of the Titans, and a new weapon and execution for your pilot. Some additional features have also been added, such as the FOV slider, which is awesome, some HUD options, an in-game cosmetic-only cash shop. We're going to get to that in a minute. They also made it so that you can adjust the hip and down sights sensitivity individually and independently of each other, which is kind of interesting. There's some more gamepad settings and a slew of balance changes, UI improvements, and bug fixes. Alright, let's double back to the cash shop now. The cash shop has killed a lot of shooters over the past few years. Specifically, one that I can think of that I loved was Tribes Ascend. We've also got games like Evolve, which, Titanfall 2 is trying to avoid the same fate. What they're doing is they're making sure that the in-game cash shop is cosmetic only. Things they've added here include new variations on the Titan models themselves, so you can get, the Scorched Titan looking a little bit different than anybody else will have, but again, you're not getting any additional, health points. There's no combat advantage. It's just a cosmetic change to the model. You're also getting new executions, skins. There's some art packs, call signs, and camo. So, plain and simple, you don't need any of this to play the game, nor will it make you any better at the game if you purchase it. But if you want to play Titanfall 2 Fashion Edition, you can, and looking at the prices here, they actually seem pretty fair. We're not getting into crazy, $10, $20 prices for these skins. These are like $5, $2, $3. This is very manageable. Now with that said, let's take a look at what the game does offer right out of the box without paying anything extra for it. While some games have an in-game cash shop and don't offer any unlockables for the player, Titanfall 2 does make sure to give you pages and pages of camo and call signs and faction cosmetics for you to deck your pilot and Titan out with, and each one has a gameplay restriction that it's tied to, so you've got concrete goals to work toward if you're a person who has to have everything, and that should definitely keep you busy moving forward with multiplayer. There is a substantial amount of stat tracking going on here, and it should be sufficient enough for most players. Moving past the unlocks and onto loadouts, we can see that everything here is exactly as you'd expect. Respawn Entertainment isn't reinventing the wheel they created back when they made Modern Warfare. This is almost point for point exactly what you'd expect, and has sort of become the standard for multiplayer shooters. You have your pilot and the associated abilities, their cosmetics, weapons, weapon attachments, and then you have your Titan, which has about the same amount of options. Unlocks do come at a steady rate, and they give you a nice sense of progression as you play through the matches. Anyway, I'll leave you with some more gameplay. That's about the chunk of what you can expect going with Titanfall 2. There's a lot to do here. You have to make sure that you're willing to dig through some online matchmaking groups to play some of the other modes. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck playing bounty and attrition. These modes are already usually the most popular modes in other FPS games, so these are just variations on the team deathmatch formula. You're not getting a totally raw deal here if that's what you're into. If you're into capture the flag or free-for-all style matches, though, you may want to think extra hard about going into the Titanfall 2 arena. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to send me some comments on how I can improve the channel or games you want me to cover or do in the future. Bye for now.
Prepared. Pilot, your Titan is standing by. Call it when ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
Welcome back, pilot.
Close one, but you fought well. Pilot, your Titan's almost ready. Your Titan is ready. Remnant fleet Sector A is clear of remnant fleet forces.
Heavy damage sustained.
Pilot, your Titan is standing by. Call it when ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
Pilot control initiated. Seek out targets and destroy them. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Flight call ready.
Sector A is...
Flight call ready.
Incoming March bounty. Destroy it.